I'm gonna make you remember that one for the rest of your life. Yep. So how was chasing down the bag? Was it worth it? You getting your steps in? She's gonna make it back to me before she gets it. You got it back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today we are kicking off this entry in Denver, Colorado. Just took a quick little hour and a half flight.
I'm very impatient.
She ran the entire carousel to go get her bag. So after a quick hour and a half flight, we just landed in Denver. We are here for 4 or 5 days or something like that.
I am hungry.
Nancy's starving. We are gonna leave here. We gotta go get our rental car.
Get our food.
Get food.
Which we already have a place picked out, so that's really great.
Nice and easy. Stop by a dispensary. Later today, we're gonna be checking into our Airbnb. We gotta go all the way across. And then just about midnight, Chris Reckless and Maryland will be landing right here. So we gotta go check in, get a car, do all this stuff, and then come back, pick them up. The Denver adventure begins. I'm ready.
Excited.
Nancy's first time in Colorado?
Yeah!
We're going as old school can get. We ordered on Amazon wind-up camera. How old school?
Camera. I don't know where we're going to develop it, but I'm sure there's somewhere.
Yeah, so we got them in a 3-pack. I think it was like $10 a piece. Printing them's probably gonna be expensive, but we've got Spain coming up, which is why we got them in the 3-pack. We figured we'd bring one of them to Denver with us, 1, to collect the memories, but 2, to really try it out and see how it is, like the process of getting them developed and having to do.
We're kind of using a lot of the things on this trip, a new backpack and our travel bags and things like that.
Absolutely.
To test it out.
There's Nancy's travel bag. She's got a sweet AEW pin that we picked up in Vegas. Bluebird Cafe, and Cafe Loveless. A lot of Nashville you got going on there, huh?
I know, I like that place.
All right, we're gonna take a picture. There it is.
It's so weird because I want to go look at it, but you can't.
That's an official picture until you get it developed.
Hold on, I also have a Polaroid camera with me too.
She did bring a Polaroid camera.
Which is still instant.
That's true, yeah.
So you still get to look at it.
How wide's the angle on that thing, do you think?
You don't even know.
Like taking a selfie, is it gonna be your nose?
No, no way. Don't you remember these from back in high school?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, it was
I don't
never of
recall.
your nose.
I don't recall taking selfies.
Oh.
The Airbnb. Welcome. We did not expect to get what we got. We have a quick, let's make this quick as possible. Here's the entryway. And then we enter in grand piano, living room, big open space, like grand piano to the living room. Bedroom number 1. Here's room number 1. We turn on the lights. That is it. Like, that's all the lighting situation happening up there. That does not light this place at all. This is mine and Nancy's room. We're giving Chris and Marilyn the master bedroom. I cannot believe how dark it is in there. That's insane. Living room, still kind of dark. We got more lights that will switch on. Living room, little couch, little TV. It's perfect. Enter in this doorway. You got a bathroom. This is the bathroom. Now, this is as far as that door opens. Ooh. When I walk in straight, look, like my shoulders squeeze against this. Chris is way bigger than I am. Like, he's just built so much bigger. So you walk in, you've got sink, toilet, which has got this fancy duvet thing, but look, the bathroom door, washer, dryer, which I'll probably use. You walk in, now we're entering the master bedroom and bathroom. Here's the thing, you've got a door for some privacy, okay? So imagine on the other side of this door, you're using the restroom. What the fuck is that? Like, seriously, what is that? How do you have a door? It's a facade. That's all it is. Entry. You have no privacy here. Master shower, which is nicer than the other shower. Sink behind you. Walk into the master bedroom. We've got a welcome basket for Chris and Marilyn. What did we throw in here? This is like a welcome to Denver because they haven't been to Denver. You also haven't been to Denver, but
here's a Allison greeting card that might have some stuff written on.
All right, real quick,
we got some Cheetos for Marilyn. I don't give a sip. Candled,
which is good.
Just because why not? When you see Chris's pants, you'll understand why this
That is the
fitting.
Mountain Dew Liberty Brew, which I've yet to see this. Like I haven't seen that anywhere.
Marilyn loves Coronas. And we had White Claws at Shinedown. We're gonna take some shots of vodka. We got some Fireball shots here. And then my personal favorite is the Star Crunch.
It is.
Everybody needs some of those.
Look at those. They're absolutely delicious. If you haven't had them, find them. Kitchen table, little island, kitchen. That's pretty much the Airbnb. We got a tiny backyard that we're able to go out. They're 420 friendly, which helps. But it's pretty much just like a table and stuff out there. Nancy wrote him a welcome message. Welcome, Chris and Marilyn. Fuck me up on a spiritual level. We love you. Welcome to Denver. Well done. Good job, babe.
This is the door they get to come in.
Yes. So, that's the Airbnb tour. Ooh, Red Rocks. Look how beautiful this is. Out here hiking with Nancy, Marilyn. We got Chris in the background. Oh man, this is wonderful. We just did like a couple mile loop. Kick off the day after some coffee. I mean, this is...
It looks something like this.
I will be completely honest with you guys, I did not do the best job recording a vlog in Denver, so I'm kind of here to help guide us through the end of this one. Hiking Red Rocks was amazing. It was the day before we were actually supposed to be there. We were going for a concert. We were going to see one of Nancy's favorite DJs, Alice in Wonderland. We decided to go and hike Red Rocks the day before to kind of get familiar with the area. We wanted to see it in its bright, sunny, natural environment. We had such a good time cruising around there. After we went hiking through Red Rocks, which was like 4 miles worth of hiking, we were supposed to go do a loop and then turn back around, and we passed the loop and we kept going, and then you have to go all the way around. Chris and Nancy were not happy about that situation at all. But we recovered, and Chris wanted to go to the Blue Moon restaurant and bar. Blue Moon has always been one of his favorite beers as long as I've ever known him. So we ended up going, they're a Denver native company. So we ended up going, taking Chris to Blue Moon. Chris was chugging beers, enjoying his blue moons. Nancy and I got flights. Like, we were just hanging out, having a good time. The next day was the reason why we were there. We went out to go see Alice in Wonderland at Red Rocks, which has always been one of the top venues that I wanted to go see. As soon as Red Rocks was introduced to me, I was like, I have to go see a show there. We were told by the bartender when we first landed in Denver to get there early, pre-game, park in the north lot. No one will bother you, go have a good time before the show starts, and that gets you closer to the venue because it's a hike, it's a walk. Nancy had a couple friends come meet up with us. We were just hanging out in the parking lot, got a really cool time lapse of some clouds going by. Past the Red Rocks, oh my God, it's unbelievable. We ended up having a great time. So happy to experience that with Chris and Marilyn. When we first got there, we started really, really low. So we were way down towards the front, and once it started getting busy and getting packed, we ended up moving up. Like, we went way up, which gave you so much more of a view of an experience, because instead of just being down in this bowl, then you ended up being able to see up and out and over the entire city, and there's no pictures or videos that will ever do Red Rocks justice. It was amazing. We ended up leaving Red Rocks. Allison was holding a after party at the Gothic Theater where we all went and hung out until like whatever it was, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So the Sunday was all recovery day. We rolled out of bed late, hanging out. We wanted to go get some food. So we ended up going to the Denver Biscuit Company, which if you guys are ever in the area, make sure to go check out. Giant sandwiches on top of giant biscuits. Like, they had all the options of anything that you wanted. So that was great, and it was just kind of recovery. I think after breakfast, we went back to the Airbnb. We were watching a little SummerSlam. Then we ended up going to dinner. Dinner was amazing. We ended up finding this Japanese restaurant, Japanese fusion, hybrid, kind of crazy. It was called Mizzou. They had A7 Wagyu steak. We ended up devouring everything. We had ramen on the table, we had steak on the table, we had sushi on the table, we were flying through edamame like there was nothing. I mean, it was just so good. So that was our Denver trip, and then we woke up and we had one final day. Now, we woke up early. We had to be out of our Airbnb, I think by like 10 or 11. Our flight wasn't until like 11:50, almost midnight or something like that, which gave us all day to go hang out. We didn't have to get the car back until later, so we were just able to go enjoy. We wanted to cram as much of Denver into one day as absolutely possible. If you guys have followed along with any of our travel vlogs, Nancy and I love going to botanical gardens. I'm always happy to get a nice little montage, find some cool music, give you guys the feels, looking at some pretty shit, some waterfalls and flowers and just stuff like that. Chris, if you guys watched our Chicago vlog, Chris really loves going to the zoo. So, of course, going on a trip with Chris, we're like, we gotta go hit a zoo. So we got to go to the Denver Botanical Gardens and the zoo, but not before we had to get breakfast in us, right? Final day. One last breakfast in Denver. There was one place to go. One of the most popular places in Denver. If you ever look up things to eat in Denver, Snooze is at the top of the list. And it was a great experience. We ended up having a wonderful waitress. The food turned out amazing. I'm gluttonous. So I wanted like 2 different things, and instead of just choosing one, I ordered both things. Got the tacos, I got the breakfast burger. Snooze was delicious. I would go back in a heartbeat. But once we had like a full meal in our system, then it was time to go adventure. After the zoo, we ended up going to Big Daddy's? Oh, hold on, let me look it up. Not Big Daddy's, we went to Bad Daddy's for dinner. That was like our last Denver meal. We ended up going to Bad Daddy's.
Look at that.
It's so good.
It's like a fried egg, but it's deviled.
That's good. Oh shit.
So good.
You gotta try one. What'd you think? Was it good?
Oh yeah.
Just the whole thing?
The whole thing. Get it.
Yeah, you see that? That was like my face. Marilyn, did you eat one?
Delicious.
Oh,
Wow.
It kind of has like an Asian taste to it too.
I was just saying that like we haven't even actually bit into a burger yet. I got a bunch of sliders. They all created their own custom burgers and stuff.
Oh, this is good.
I told you the veggies are so
The
good.
veggies are
Oh, the veggies are good too.
Yeah.
You gotta get a fork for that. That's just layered on top of that like art.
I told you
Look at
guys I
that.
wanted veggies.
I was just saying, I'm already gonna miss this place. The prices of the drinks, the prices of the food, like everything's
The
reasonable.
vibe of the place.
I'm excited to see the rest of the food that's got brought in.
So they had a black bean burger, and they asked me if I wanted it grilled or fried. Which means it's gonna come out nice and crispy, and that's just really where it's at.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
I told you it was like kind of Asian. Sour.
It's a sweet, like a sweet Thai chili.
Oh, is it? Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Like a 7.
Solid score. Solid score. I'd give these deviled eggs a 5 out of 5.
Oh yeah, those are.
5 out of 5 crisp faces, seal of approval.
I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree?
Another meal where I couldn't decide. We got there during happy hour, and they were like, oh, $3 sliders and $3 beers or something like that. So I ordered all the sliders. Bad Daddy's was, between Snooze and Bad Daddy's, and then all the ice cream and stuff that we had at the zoo, and just, we were stuffed, ready to get on a plane and go home.
That's it for Denver. We are back at the airport. Maryland, Chris Reckless, carrying their bags across the road here. So, overall, how was Denver?
There were a lot less trees than I thought, but everything else was great. The food was amazing, the drinks were amazing, and of course Alice in Wonderland was amazing.
That was, absolutely. Had a good time here. We're gonna get through TSA. We still got a little time before our flight. Getting here nice and early as recommended. I also recommend it for you guys too. I almost missed the flight in Hawaii one time because I was late, and it's not a good feeling to have, like, at all. It's just
Get there early and enjoy some food.
yeah, go sit down, buy a too expensive beer, and enjoy. All right, let's hope that Denver TSA is super smooth.
Denver was an amazing trip. I'm so happy that Chris and Marilyn were able to jump on board with Nancy and I. Had a really good time out there. I would do Denver again in a heartbeat. It was my first time seeing it during the summer months because I'm always out there. There's always snow on the ground. So what a different world. Like, it doesn't even look like the same city. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for clicking play. Make sure to click subscribe on my channel so you guys can get the up-to-date information. Got a big playlist coming up here pretty soon. As you guys are seeing this, I am less than 2 weeks away from leaving for Spain. I'm really excited for that one. So make sure to click subscribe. Click that little bell icon as well if you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, that's it. Denver was a blast. Chris, Marilyn, thank you guys so much for coming with us. You guys are the coolest. Oh, that was a first. Wow. Holy shit.
Is it good?
Yeah. This thing will take a beating.
We talked about that if that would ever happen.
I think it's because the hood's fucking dirty from all the rain and shit. I have never.
It's a good thing I really slowed down, man.
You sure did.
If I was speeding up, that would have been done.
I have never had that happen before. I've driven hundreds of miles with it up there. Wow.